Hello YouTube friends, welcome and welcome back to the Red Parrot channel. I'm your host Mary Ellen. Today I'm going to be doing a Thrifty Thursday, Thrifty Canucks open collaboration thrift haul. The last one was supposed to be the last one of the season. This one is supposed to be the last one of the season. We will see how good I am at staying out of thrift stores, because apparently when I go into a thrift store, there is always something yummy to get. And I really do need to pay attention to making next year and not necessarily acquiring. So we will see how that goes. I have a fresh cup of tea, and cheers to anybody who's drinking tea, coffee, or anything else that suits their fancy. And let's get started. So let's get rid of some of the, let's show some of the material. So first one is a t-shirt that I got that says "Keep Calm and Swim On," and I really like that. It is a extra large. It's a large, and so I am not a large person, but I do absolutely know how to cut these down and tailor it to my size. I do that quite frequently with finding sport jerseys. So I follow a lot of the Toronto teams, the Toronto Blue Jays, the Toronto Raptors, and there are a lot of giveaway shirts that find their way into thrift stores. They're usually men's large, and I just easily cut them down to size, and I look like I have a custom-made shirt that fits very well. So I'm gonna do the same thing with this. This one's kind of fun. Next one, and this is going to tip, so it might be crashing. Get rid of some of that. Move that over. That won't tip. Okay. This is a men's shirt, and it is beautifully dyed, and I got it purely because of the dye job. Let me stop fussing around with it and show you the dye. That's just really, really pretty, and it's a lovely shade of, that's sort of like a rusty red. It's a beautiful color for a journal that would be nature connected, and is also quite, goes well with some of the other fibers that I have eco dyed as well. So I'm very happy with that. So both of those are going to go straight into the laundry after this. Plunk that down happily to the side. Let's see what's next. Next is some craft items, and I have 2 rolls of ribbon, and they're beautiful wide. This one is wired, so I can cut that, pull the wire out if I need to. It's a very pretty floral purple. And this one, is this also wired? Yep, it's also wired, and it is a lovely gray with snowflakes. And I just got them because I think they're both very pretty. Uh-oh. Here's a pin, a danger pin. Get that out of the way. So yeah, quite happy with those. This one in particular will go, I think, very nicely with that large wheel of plaid that I have, and be a nice weave, I think. So I'm gonna put those out of the way up here because they don't stack very well. Got another two of these, and got 1 and 2. They're both the same. And they are, the top part is all of these lovely paper flowers. Some of the centers are gone, but that's completely okay. I can easy peasy fix that. And I can also custom. So aren't these lovely? I'm so pleased with that. There we are. So there's that. And then, because I need buttons like I need a hole in the head, the bottom part is oh, it comes up this way. All right. And it falls all over. Let's get rid of those. And then the bottom part is buttons. And these are lovely colored buttons, very soft and spring-like colors. And I'm making a mess now. And they're also some of them are really small, which I also appreciate as a user and haver of buttons, that sometimes monster buttons are not the solution. You need something that's sort of tiny and pretty. And these buttons for sure would be a beautiful center to those. So I'm gonna make a mess of that. I'm gonna put that away later. Gonna sort of pile these up. Hopefully I can put them in the bottom. There we are. Oh, that's a nice one. Somebody's used a little rhinestone to perk that one up. That's pretty. It's another good idea for being able to embellish these. So I hope everybody's doing okay today, that you're upright and alert. That's always a good way to start the day. Today it is chalking down rain at the moment. This is a preamble to a snowstorm, I believe. So I am happy to be indoors. And let's see what these are. Now these are different. These are felt. Felt with not felt. But lovely green. I wonder if I could put one of those felts. Totally could. Is this kind of small enough? Contrasty enough anyways. So we've got those. And then of course, also underneath this one, we have buttons. Oh, we've got something else even. Don't know what those are. Stand by to dig those out. And these are also lovely small blue buttons. That one looks like it has been used more than this one. This one's certainly quite full. Let's see what this bottom thing is here. Somebody wanted to put those in a safe spot. Need to be careful with what I use to peel this out. There we are. I wonder what these are. Oh, these are, I'm gonna sneeze, pardon me. Oh, pardon me. Oh, these are stickers. But they look like they have, that they're corners. That's what they are, they're corners. This one you can see probably best. You can see that there's a corner on that side, corner on that side. That's kind of fun. Those are a pair. These blue, I think, are a pair. These are a pair. And those are a pair. And then they have two different. So that's a little nice bonus. Keep those aside. Let's do this clean up. These are going to be lovely for floral journals if that's what the random selection process for next year gets me to make. There. So happy with those. Okay, next up is some stationery. This, I think, is Christmas cards, but I got it because of that bunny. Well, that's some nice scenery. Those are all the same. Oh, lovely cards. Get well soon. But that's a lovely card. Oh, turn around this way. This is Get Well. These are beautiful colored inserts. I didn't expect to see these as so pretty. It's very cherry blossom Asian themed. butterflies. And season's greetings. Opens that way. Yeah. Lovely color, this card. This goes this way. Also a lovely color. Yeah, quite happy with that. Always listen to the rabbits. Not a lot of envelopes, but that is not a particular issue because I have loads of them. I quite frankly have, pardon me, far more envelopes than I do cards. So there we are. Happy with that. Put that aside. And next one is note cards. I got this because it is a chicken, and I am happy with chickens. Like the size of them as well. This hasn't been opened yet. So it looks like there's 10 or 12 cards that are chickens. That's all right. Next I have some more Christmas paper. Some generally neutral, I would say, Christmas paper. Could use it that way. Could use it this way as a fold. It's always fun to me to find a packet that is almost full. Somebody had ambitions or wanted to do something. There's 25 sheets that should be in here. There's at least 20 of the sheets in here. And they've opened it, they've tried one or two, and that's all they needed, and that was that. So anyways, I'm pleased with that. This is amazing. So somebody has completely stretched that. What does it say here? This is leather, and it is completely unused, I think. Midori. Travel notebook. Like what? What? I got this for 99 cents. It was just sitting there, minding its own business. And I said, I'll have that. This is beautiful. And the leather is so thick. It's beautiful. It looks used because that's got some press into it. Yeah, that's, I'll have to find out how much these actually are retail. I'm interested now. Next is some beautiful rose tissue paper. Also hasn't been opened. These two, they'll do these as a set. So that's not what I paid. That's probably what the original purchaser paid. These are those doodle pages. And I saw somebody tea/coffee dye the doodle pages and then use them, this would be a better example, as, you know how you sort of create a snippet and you use word pages to be part of the background. Instead of the word page, they used this, and I really liked that. I also love some of the images that are here, and I think these would be great for tracing out and creating masks and stamps and whatnot. Some of these are just really, really pretty. They're just so fun. And some of these are like, oh, that's just really nice. Is it this one? Yes, somewhere in here. Here it is. Somebody did the actual coloring, which, not gonna lie, really appreciate and would use in a heartbeat. And I'm just trying to do a little bit of spine breaking here so I can get that cleanly pulled out when the time comes. There we are. Isn't that lovely? Well, thank you, person. And then this one is, it's a 12 by 12, so I got it because it is 12 by 12. Let me just swig a tea to move this out of the way a bit. So this is cities. And I think these, it talks about cities here. And I'm assuming that that's where they are. A lot of Canadian cities in here. For example, Hamilton, Creemore, Montreal, Habitat 67, Lunenburg, Peterborough, Toronto, Collingwood Shipyards, Binbrook, Parry Sound, Sault Ste. Marie, Oh, and they have the names here. So that's fun. I didn't see that at all. And I like this because it is a 12 by 12, which is essentially your standard scrapbook size. So you could certainly use that as a journal insert and do all kinds of other things that you can do with, I was going to say that's Lunenburg, surely is, that you can do with a normal journal scrapbook page. Very happy with this. A lot of good art in here. A lot of lines, that's what I want to say. Piccadilly Circus. Oh yes, that's familiar to me. Woo, where's that? Traffic jam. Funny. Oh, this is Toronto, Canada. Toronto. Trying to figure out where. I don't know why I think, so that's a maple leaf on a building. I don't know why I think that might be Front Street, maybe? I don't know. None of these are identifiable to me. They didn't do anything like the Royal York or the Ironworks building or any of the other Sky Dome. The only thing I can think that might be is either CBC headquarters, which I don't think so, or the Hockey Hall of Fame. And there we are. So, super happy with that. And now we are sort of in the book portion of the haul, and I will start with these two. Oh my gosh! These are music books. They are gorgeous. This one in particular has got lovely colored paper to it. And then this one is also the same. Beautiful. Just beautiful paper. And I love the cover of both of them. Next up is James Herriot's Cat Stories. Lovely green binding, lovely feel to the hand as well. Love the paw prints too. That's fun. So let us go for 1994 with illustrations by Leslie Holmes. And so I got them 100% for the illustrations. Oh, paper. So I just flipped by one, so that's a little pupper in a basket. That's kind of what Lucy looks like. These illustrations are beautiful. And there's even large ones, and then some of the sort of the thumbnail ones. Did you just pass another one? Oh, that's another beautiful one. Yep. Happy with that. Next one is the Quotable Gardener. Not a huge surprise. This is full of gardening quotes and periodic illustrations. So there's quotations, there's a little bit of poetry. Maurice's manner was faultless. She had asked, "How are your hollyhocks?" but not as if she had seen a hollyhock grow. Oh, to the man with brown fingers, a plant may just as well be To the man with brown fingers, a plant may just as well be inanimate, and by the time he is finished with it, it is. What? I don't think I understand that. Well, let's find something that's... When I go into my garden with a spade and dig a bed, I feel such an exhilaration and health that I discover that I have been defrauding myself all this time in letting others do for me what I should have done with my own hands. Ralph Waldo Emerson, Man the Reformer, 1849. So, there we are. Good enough. We shall not dwell. This one, Encore Provence, New Adventures in the South of France by Peter Mayle, who is the author of A Year in Provence. It is lovely, in lovely condition, and I plan on reading this before potentially gutting it for use. Beautiful blue cover, and oh, I don't know if you can see it, but there is a very vague embossing of a sun, and just a beautiful size to be in your hands. That's about 5 3/4 by 8 1/2. Here. Next two are classics. So this is Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. These pages are super itty bitty thinny. Pride and Prejudice, is that the first introduction? This is, it doesn't say. First published in 1813, yes, introduction, blah, blah, blah. And I shall read to you the first sentence, which is the classic, Pride and Prejudice, Chapter 1. It is a truth universally acknowledged that a single man in possession of a good fortune must be in want of a wife. Oh, I really like Pride and Prejudice. And I got this because A, that cover, really darling, and B, under the banner of I copy everybody that I see, Rachel from Roxy Creation has done a beautiful Jane journal, and I have illusions that I will use this as a Jane journal. This is why I can't go into thrift stores anymore. And next one is The Moonstone by Wilkie Collins. I had to read, that's Dutch. Oh, look at that. Briefkaart. Yes, it is Dutch. That's fun. That's very detailed. August 15th, 1972. Dear Maria. Something, the card, London, and thank you, maybe? Okay, we don't need to read that. Moonstone, focus, focus, focus. So this is 1967. Beautiful font in this book. I had to read this book twice to figure out, is it The Moonstone? Yeah, The Moonstone, before I could figure out who did it or what happened. It's a weird book. That's all I'm going to say. Wilkie Collins was a peer to Dickens, and I believe he always wished that he could write like Dickens. What's the other one? Not The Moonstone, there's also The Lady in White. Equally, you got to read it a couple of times before you figure out what's going on. But that's okay. That could just be me too. It could be just really straightforward to other people. And this also makes it look deceptively short, though these pages are tissue. Anyways, I got The Moonstone. It's just a gorgeous cover. And it sort of goes with Pride and Prejudice, so another classic. We are down to the last three books. Next one, Robert Bateman's Birds, forward by Peter Matheson. Robert Bateman is a famous contemporary Canadian artist. He spends most of his time doing paintings and other artwork of wild animals or animals in the wild, and his style is called photorealism. And photorealism, once we get into some of these birds, they're painted so finely that you think that you are looking at a picture. Let's see, this is first published 2002. Yes. And Salt Spring Island is a West Coast island. Where in BC. And these are just gorgeous images of birds. You may also be familiar with an elephant picture that he drew that is essentially an elephant coming out of the dust, and it looks mostly like dust until you realize that you're looking at an elephant. It's really quite gorgeous. Oh, look at the owl. Oh, can you see that? Hopefully there's no glare. Oh, another owl. Wow. They're intense. Oh, the old good old merganser. He does a lot of traveling as well. This is a prairie prairie falcon. It's just so beautiful. That's another gorgeous, gorgeous picture. So certainly journal cards and pages, and that's interesting. I swear I spend most of this time just humming to myself going, oh, isn't it nice? Oh, look at the woodpeckers. Harry and Downy woodpecker. The way they say that, it sounds like Harry and Downy are a couple. I didn't mean to laugh and find that so amusing, but it just struck me right. Beautiful birch bark. There's the pileated woodpecker. Now I think I have that one in my backyard, or back 40, as we would want to say it. Great blue heron. Beautiful birds. And the puffins, we gotta draw the puffins. Oh, and the gannets. And these are the Everglades. Oh, there's a red parrot. Love. Was he just hanging upside down, or is that reflection in the water? I think he's hanging upside down. Because it's the third one. That's beautiful. Yes. Red and blue-footed boobies. Oh my gosh. That is 100% Harry Potter Hogwarts. Or creepy. Not creepy. What do I want to say? Gothic. Gothic is different than creepy. It's a vulture. Oh, that's a peacock. That's a setting you don't often see with a peacock. So he takes all the areas of the world and then he does images of them. And now we're in Antarctica with the penguin. Le Pingouin. There we are. So, lots of opportunity in that one. For all kinds of images. This delighted me. This is Carving Shorebirds with Full-Size Templates by Harry V. Shords and Anthony Hillman. Look at the color of this paper. It is creamy, 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 creamy. I didn't need to go any further than just opening the page and seeing this color. Absolutely gorgeous. And there is a lot of beautiful art in here that is life-size, that you would use, one imagines, to create carved birds. So you could use them as templates, as fussy cuts, and just use the paper as well, because look at all of this paper. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at it. It's just so pretty. So I could not overlook this book at all. It's also got staples in the middle, so it'll be super easy to take apart and maintain the pages if I want to do that. Last book, and there are two more things actually that I have need to show you. So this one is called Beautiful Evidence by Edward Tuft. Dust jacket looks like that. And 2006. So this is a science book that is, oh, it's double helix. I don't know what this book does, but it's full of all kinds of amazing images. That's probably the spectrum. Letters. Skiing and flying. So I think this is essentially the world in graphics, which is 100%. Oh, probably Da Vinci. I'm just going to pull it up to my face so I can read it. Yeah, this is backward writing, I think. Andrea del Verrocchio. Huh. That's interesting. How to look at modern art in America. I'll have to have a boo at that. Because I know almost nothing about art. Except that I know nothing about art. Let's keep flipping around this way. See if there's any other interesting things. Ooh, it's the constellations. Oh, it's Blue Jays. I'll have that. I will absolutely have that. Well, that's upsetting. Fold out, fold out. Fundamental principles of analytic design. Figurative map of the success. Oh. Wow. Okay. That's a grim map. That's about war losses. Oh, it's beautiful font. Oh, this is PowerPoint. The Gettysburg PowerPoint presentation by Peter Norvig. Oh my goodness. Here's an intentional and ferocious parody. Imagine Abraham Lincoln had used PowerPoint at Gettysburg. My name is Abraham Lincoln, and I must now reboot. As we see in the organizational overview slide, 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty, Next slide, please. Oh, this is hilarious. Okay, I need to get to the end. I really need to get to the end because I need to show you two more things. And then let you go. So, I got this teeny tiny spoon. It is from Hawaii. I didn't get it for the spoon. I have a wax seal kit. And the wax seal spoon, when you pour the wax, doesn't clean itself entirely. And I saw somebody on the internet use this kind of small spoon to sort of scrape out the wax, and then it quickly dries, but then you can pick it off and then use it, reuse that wax. I am not that short of wax that I need to do that. I just wanted to see and try. Okay, now this is the last piece is confession. You shall see this is a double deck of cards. We have mentioned before how I have far too many cards that I could even use in one lifetime, let alone 7 or 8. I vowed, there was a stack of cards in the thrift store, and I said to myself, well, you know what? Let's just have a look. And so I had a look, and I got all the way down to these, successfully rejecting them. They were plain, they were not of an image that was compelling enough, and I felt very proud of myself that I was making decisions to leave the cards behind. And then I got to this box, and it was displayed like this. I didn't turn this over. I had to say, okay, well, I could reject this out of hand, but I want to know what the card is. And you can see by the back, you can't tell. So you have to open the cards. And so I decided, well, fine, okay, but if they are not good cards, I won't get them. But I can't just leave them without knowing what I am leaving. And so I opened them, and then those are the cards. They were owls, and I had a convulsion, and then I said, we're taking these. Because look at the owls. Oh, aren't they beautiful? Oops, crash bang. They're so beautiful. I don't know who the artist is. But in any event, that is my, let us hope, let us try, let us use our willpower to say that this is the last thrift haul of 2022, and I will not have another thrift haul for as long as I can in 2023. I think that's all I have to report today. Take care of yourselves. I hope it's snowing if you want snow, and I hope it isn't snowing if you don't want snow. We'll talk to you soon. Bye now.